I just wanted to talk about the upcoming Mars conjunct Uranus. Because it's Mars that is Aries ruled, and how that the North Node is in Aries, the theme of independence amongst our association with everything, really, because we as individuals, apparatuses, like scientifically people, um, have a profound responsibility to turn our bodies onto a lot of things. And now, having said the word body, because Mars rules that, basically, is our physical apparatus. It's very, very physical, Aries is. And it's the Mars conjuncting Uranus in Taurus, which is not far from Aries, but it's far enough, it's in a completely different sign. It's the sign of Mars is debilitated in Taurus, and I was mentioning it beforehand. I was like, oh man, Mars and Taurus, I think it's like time to, it's kind of subdued and um, less energy for Mars to work with. I think it's kind of imploding instead of exploding the way that it can, and it's been interesting, like kind of shut down after a while. But with Mars, I'm going conjunct to Uranus. Having said that, it's kind of interesting. But see, in my area, we could have electrical storms. It could be some kind of thing that goes on with the Earth, but really, within our bodies. I was just going to talk about really what I really wanted to say is to be careful of just take radical self care of yourself because there's other things happening with healing that is available, but it's really important to manage your microclimate, your your inner sanctuary, really that it's affected by your outer sanctuary, but you have to start with the inner, right? But no, your outer sanctuary, like your microcosm, what you're doing in your daily life, you know, try to be more of a, I would say, meditative. Um, just breathing into the moment, like, because we can't be anywhere but there. And because, why? Well, because when Mars conjunct Uranus is probably going to be very disruptive around you. You're going to see it's really important to be the one that practices calmness, right? I mean, here I am, Mars ruled, the one to talk, but really it's like no. It's part of the thing that we're going to observe is that a lot of us Aries people who are like the canaries in the coal mine, we are kind of ahead of the game, and now this is the time of just like kind of like floating. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is to let go um, of attachment to a lot of things. See, this is the lesson for Taurus and the fixed signs going through this Plutonian time. See, no less, because Venus is opposing Pluto just today. It's a question of our of what brings us pleasure, what's worth a damn, like what is worth it, our energy. See, we do spend a lot of time, like say if we work 8 hours a day or 12 hours a day or whatever. You would think that those people would be our best friends after a while, but a lot of times it's not that way, and we have to ignore the poor association, which that needs to go away. If you haven't noticed, it's like there could be a call for you to not be that way because the money, um, after a while, it's proving that it's not worth it because all of that drops away, right? And what are you left? What are you left with? But your poor associations? It doesn't make sense. See, I think that there is something that says we're richer when we come together with who we are and what we have to offer and contribute through our just our knowledge, I guess, and through our association. So blah about that. I mean, really, because I think we have a long way to go before we start recognizing who each other is, or let alone how. But see, this is the thing: crises that well up, like their Earth crises, which a lot of people are predicting. It's already kind of happening, but it could happen electrically. See, it's hard to tell what's going to be going on with the Mars conjunct Uranus, but individually, we're going to tell you. because Mars rules that individual physical body. Please take care of yourself. Radical self-care. Plenty of whatever you're experiencing. Just drink plenty of water. If it's the heat, really, the Taurian call says to slow down and learn to relax. Please, we are taken care of. Uh, let some of the momentum that you created work for you at least a little bit as far as your well-being, and I would say that the way to do that really is, again, your microcosm, your community, the people that really, it boils down to, for me, it's been big to find love in your life, right? Find an association or your in your personal life, right? Your microcosm, whoever it is that comes around, make sure that it's a mutual draw and give and take, right? I mean, it's going to be weird. I mean, that's the way life is. I was trying to tell you in the last video that love and what we're doing here isn't well known, but it's we can keep looking at it that it isn't easy, but like Bob Marley said, we're all everybody tends to hurt us. We just have to choose who we allow to hurt us based on what it's worth, you know, because we do not want to render ourselves kind of, like what they're talking about, like, the living dead. And we can go on and on about that subject because that's basically what we're looking at when we look at narcissism. And cerebral narcissism is particularly a trip now, getting back to the world and looking at how it's kind of encapsulated in such a way that people do not live. I mean, they live highly sheltered lives, let's just put it this way. And having said this, my heart goes out to all of you. Please seek Mother Nature. Seek to be next to a plant, an animal, or somebody who is in love with all of existence. They're having like a literal orgasm or good feeling with it is what I mean. Oh my God, I meant organism. Okay, it's barely 7 minutes. Main reason why I want to talk to you about, yes, let go of all of the stress from here on out, because here we are creeping up. It's going to be okay. I'm going to post this on the 14th tomorrow. Just saying hello, hi. I'm back from having been taking a break, and it's unfortunate they catch me on this time when um, you're hitting some kind of mark. It's hard to explain, but it's like hard to, and then other things will start to distract you, and it's like, no, there, what, I'm on to something with some things here. Happy Neptune going backwards, in fact, causes more clarity. In case you're tired of all the deception, there is deception happening. There is a lot of illusion, and we get it wrong all the time. And so now we're going to see how badly we are doing that. And yeah, Neptune going backwards is not a bad thing. It's actually going to help us take our rose-colored glasses off, because when Neptune is going forward, it's just a lot. It's just a plow of blurring. It's all of the water, just doing its thing naturally. But when it's unnatural, I would say, then we start to notice the currents and how strange it is. It's like, wait a minute, is that mountain melting, or is that, ocean receding, or is that doing a whirlpool, or whatever is going on with the reversal of Neptune will make us notice more the nature of reality, how strange it is, but mainly too how profoundly wrong we can be about everything. And having said that, well, enjoy how that Venus is going to be. It's already happened, right? It had square. It had trine. And so we're going through a healing time. Back to the way to heal is to spend some time on your own. Really, just notice something of the responsibility that is profound in you to make yourself feel better. That's the Aries way. That's the Aries call. But really, Taurus wants us to start looking for the better quality feeling, right? Now, what is it? Because people reach for different things, and like, say, like an apple, a basket full of apples, and you better have done the work, take your time to not only maintain the better quality apple. For me, I'm just like, why would you have a basket full of rotten apples? But it's just an analogy that you can easily reach for a bad one if you didn't open your eyes and use all your senses. But is this the same video? I was trying to talk about how it's like a good idea. It's not a bad idea to get involved with quality control. There isn't a single organization like a political party that is going to do that for any of our lives. This is a time for microclimatic radiation, and people around us that are in disagreement with that, well, they will be pulled into the ones who are able to do that, if ever, and it might, if the fit hits the shan, with some kind of thing that might go on. We don't know. The Earth, Gaia, our conditions, the reality, the Mars. Okay, thank you for listening to this. Having said that, I am just giving myself a little spritzer here. It's getting not as hot as it was yesterday or the day before, and the time that I was doing. I like these times that are extreme in the mountains. I like the extreme times, and more I will be able to share what I'm learning about all of that. Why we do it is because there is not that going on more than something that's going on within you. Now, having said that, I just want to thank everybody for who is helping me, what little helpers that I do have, um, because I'm going through a time of transitioning, and I don't know exactly. Of course, because I'm getting older, but I don't really say that. I'm saying that that it's time for me to reach out and say hi anyway. And I'm here, and really, I just want to make money. See, the thing is with the Mars Uranus zap is this: fuck the past, forget about the future. That's bullshit. What we have is now. How is now, brown cow? If it's not good now, really, please, we can make it better. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Taurus, people will say, you know what, I want to live like those people live. Where can I manage? It doesn't even matter. We don't have to have like 30 acres per one. What about 30 people living on 1 acre that knows how to work the damn thing? To where it's like, they're known around the world for their products, their brand. What is their brand? Really, but it's kind of exaggeration, but you get my vibe, and it might come up to that if when we experience some kind of thing that Earth Gaia can do, when she is fighting against man's uh, technological advances that do interfere with her, says Indian chief and squaw shaman.